So you tell them to subscribe because now we need people where people will be watching from. I beg.
Yeah.
Let me
You
let
can
me
bring you
let me
can bring
pin
a
the
fine
link.
morals channel so that we put it for people to also
Yeah.
know. Because as it is now.
Chineke, I'm sorry for coming late.
Hey, hey, don't worry, you go pay fine. Biafran Republic government in that website there we dey find money for ESN. So you go pay fine, you go put them there, give us
No
receipt.
problem, we'll negotiate.
Okay. No, in Biafra, we don't negotiate ego, we collect complete.
We don't dey negotiate anything,
We
eh?
don't negotiate anything, we
We
dey
don't dey
collect complete.
negotiate
Woto,
anything.
woto. Woto, woto. Okay, so Biafrans,
So
on
this
YouTube, now
Mazi
you
Sonny,
can watch us.
I put am
Uh-huh.
for this thing for our comment section. I beg
I
you,
see
if
am, I
I
go
in
share am.
water, if I in
Yeah.
water, make everybody help and share am. He say make I beg una, make una help and share am so that everybody go know say dey YouTube. Make they go
No
subscribe.
worry, we
Nice
go share
like
them
that.
now. Biafran people, now you can watch us from Ifeanyi Mora's channel. Wait, let's bring this thing down first. You can watch us from Bam 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 channel on YouTube. You can watch us from Adadaroma, Chuk Survival, Gaddafi. For that is for now. For now, my own channels and 247 channels have been taken out. So we don't bother about whatever they do. We must continue. So
Oh,
this is um,
dear.
this is Ifeanyi's channel on YouTube. When you go to YouTube, you see Eagle Kings, Eagle Kings. So when you go, you subscribe, you continue watching us from here. We are going to put the link on the comment section for everyone from wherever you're watching, so you don't stay outdated from whatever we are doing on YouTube. We must continue no matter what happens. So the link will be pasted now on the comment section. So you just click from there, you subscribe there, and you continue to watch. It is Biafra and nothing more. They push us go left, we go carry ourselves go right. They push us go front, we will come back to the middle. Whichever side where they carry us go, now we go determine for them, no be them to determine for us. So, True Survival, you have the mic. Fire on for us. Thank you.
Thank you, my beloved brother. Thank you so much, my beloved brother and Minister of Information and Communication. Thank you so much for that very introduction and your welcoming. Thank you for all your effort. And I also appreciate my comrade on stage, the Deputy Minister, my beloved brother, Vam Vam Vam, my beloved brother, 247. You are always there. No matter how far they try to stop you, you are always there, 247. That name will continue to stand. Don't mind them. My beloved sister, Daddy Aramma, thank you so much. Glad to see you today and be on stage. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for all your effort and all our comrades who are here to join us. And once again, I appreciate my Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I also appreciate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is. And I appreciate every Biafran that is watching this program. I appreciate you, more especially those who are watching from Biafra land. My special thanks will continue to go to you because you are the one in the face of the bullets. You are the one in front, not minding the propaganda and blackmail. Every attack and all challenges, you are still standing very, very tall. My special thanks go to you in Biafra. I don't know how to thank you, in fact. In every of my morning prayers, you are always on top. Anytime I remember Biafra, I remember you. If anybody tells you that it's easy, that is a lie. It is not easy. We cannot come here and lie to you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader, never told us that it's going to be easy. Our prime minister never told us that it's going to be easy. But in the difficult situation, you are willing and ready to make that sacrifice. Those of you who are watching from Biafra land, you are the one that is making it possible for us today. Making the world to know that, yes, we are ready to go. It is not easy. We can't come here and tell you it is a very difficult task, and you are carrying on that task. Not minding the situation, not minding the attack, the propaganda that is coming. In the most difficult time, you are standing tall. I say, may guide and protect and bless every one of you in Biafra land. And any other person who is watching, every Biafrans across the world who are holding the banner, regardless the attack, the propaganda, regardless what is happening, we are standing very tall. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every one of us. This very journey that we have started, I call it triumphant entry into Biafra. We are very close. No man born of a woman can stop it. It's a divine mandate. The only people today that are still challenged are people who are not paying attention. But as long as you are paying attention and you are following events, you have no reason to doubt that in 2023 that we are in, that very benchmark that our Prime Minister pronounced and said 2023, we are going to get into Biafra. It doesn't matter how they try. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and we can see it very, very clear. If you didn't believe yesterday, I believe today you are believing. And if you're not yet believing, well, we don't have time for you. You just have to pay attention and see what will happen in time to come. I appreciate everybody that have connected, and I pray, and I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to bless each and every one of us as Biafrans and continue to strengthen us. They can never stop us, no matter how they try. They will gather. We know that they will gather. But because they are not gathering in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, sure, they will scatter. Thank you, my fellow brothers and sisters who are here. We must continue.
Thank you, Wachineke, from your end. You don't give them the way they need them. We need to continue to educate the fools. And it's one thing they must understand, that we are never tired. MNK started preaching since 2012. When he started preaching since 2012, he did not infringe his words with the excuse that Ojukwu and his men had done the job since 1960 to 70s. If you look at the pace from 1960 to 70, and from that 70 to 2012, you will see how long it was. But he did not use that as an excuse to say, oh, we have been trying the Biafra for a long time and then it did not come, so we shouldn't bother again. No, he continued. Even in travails and in turmoil and in jeopardy, in pains and penury, he still kept on. So if MNK is behind bars in 2015 and in 2017 they wanted to kill him, and the God of Biafra rescued him, took him to Israel for us, and then we saw him again. Then in 2021, they now kidnap him again. Between 2021 and 2023, we have seen the achievements that we have had on the table. And we have seen how far we've gone. We've seen the difference in strategies. We've seen the implementations of many, many things that have changed the narrative, and how the Zulu terrorists now understand what it means to be a Biafran, and what it means to have remnants of Biafra who are here to continue to fight, and what it means to have beasts in Biafrans, and what it means to have Agune Chamber 1 of Biafra land standing up as the figurehead to make sure that one Nigeria is crushed to the letter. They had thought that our ESN will be scrapped and finished up immediately after MNK was kidnapped, because that had been the plan. They had used Madubuku, they had used the Jofor, they had used the DOS, they had used the criminal governors and terrorist senators and all the enablers who claim to be serving the purpose of one Nigeria in Biafra land. But it took men of steel and value to stand their ground to make sure ESN was not scrapped immediately MNK was kidnapped to this very day. And today, we don't just talk about ESN. We have now given Biafran people a liberation army who is part of the template of a country that is about to liberate itself and to gain independence. And that is going to be intensified, because we need to protect our women and children, and we will sustain the momentum, and it will increase more and more. Bam, bam, bam. Welcome to the house. Farm the city. Let them understand that you're here. Show them shake in Biafra language.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my Honorable Minister of Information. Thank you so much, my fellow comrades in the house, my big brother, Biafra. My big brother, Biafra 247, Adadi Olama, and my own brother, True Survivor. Thank you so much for converging together tonight, and we are here for you, fellow Biafrans. It is wonderful that we have made it this far, but it is also important to note that it is not Uhuru yet, because we are yet to land the trophy. We are yet to land in Canaan land completely. And one good thing is that we have assurance. Those of us that are here doggedly and are resolute, we have read the last chapter of the book, and what it says is that we won. And knowing fully well that we won, we're going to maintain this course and this speed to make sure we land this golden trophy called Biafra. And knowing that we are going to be lightening up the lives of millions and millions of people, and our primary objective is to lighten up the lives of over 80 million people. And then there are other countries that are going to tap from the current of these blessings of freedom and liberation. And we are agents of this particular miracle. We are going to make it happen. And there's nothing that will stop us. We are loaded and formidable to make this happen. And Biafrans, you, those of you on ground, you have given us the assurance that yes, we can do it. Yes, we can. We can do it. When they say they can stop us, you tell them you can't, because we are more formidable. We are ruthless. We are ruthlessly ruthless. In the face of these our enemies, we are fearless. Yes, we are fearless, because we know that even the Bible that said that except a corn of wheat falls to the ground and die, it abideth alone. And we know that we have all died and came back to life. And now that we are alive, we will live to see the Biafra that we dream of come to pass. We shall live to enjoy the benefit and dividends of a free nation. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I am Raphael Chamaka Ajere, aka Pastor Van Van Vam. Tonight, we are going to do the needful. We move.
Thank you, Pastor Van Van Vam. Our sole aim of Biafra is to make sure that the Biafran people are not butchered and chopped to pieces with knives and machetes by the Fulani terrorists, who have been doing same in the far north, middle belt, and the Yoruba land, and the entirety of one Nigeria. The Biafran people have been crying for ages and weeping for ages. But at this time, we said enough is enough. That it is no more time to weep, it is no more time to cry. That the zoo have given us two alternatives. Just two alternatives. So it is either we stand and fight, or we run away and become a prey to the enemy, and then they will still come after us and they will cut us to pieces. So the best thing for us to do is to defend ourselves. And that is the best thing any man or woman can advise you in time of war. Not to run, because by the time you're running,
and I'm telling you,
they are opening way for the enemies to aim at you very well. But when you strategize and then stand out, you're ready to face them and to destroy them. So we want Biafrans to understand the importance of what they have done, the importance of them standing on what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taught us for years, and the reason why we no longer listen to any animal. It doesn't matter what they used to create you, or who born you, or from the loins which you came from. The message is that Biafra is bigger than you all non-entities.
And I'm telling Biafrans tonight that we are effectively on our own. We have been given two choices by the United Kingdom, the slave masters and the colonizers. The UK have given us only two alternatives. And I call it the devil's alternative, of course. We either submit to the will of their puppets, the Islamic Caliphate, or we will be wiped out from the face of this very earth. The question is,
man, you survival. I beg. MNK don't talk something. Carry the mic, do justice so that the set of people will don't understand waiting with the do here since 1960. May they see pick some more sense from here again. Fire on, sir.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Sonny. I appreciate you once again. My fellow Biafrans that are watching Fire and Wide, you have heard the voice of our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano. You see, it is so sad that people are not paying attention to the messages of Mazen Nandekano, and that is the reason why you see people having doubt. I used to ask people, how can you say you are a follower of Mazen Nandekano and yet you see our Prime Minister as an enemy? How can you be a follower of Mazen Nandekano and yet you are waiting for him to answer a question that he have already answered years ago? You are still waiting for him to speak for you from the dungeon. You are hearing the voice of Mazen Nandekano once again, telling you about the choice that we have. We are left with only two choices, and he called this the devil alternative. If you talk, you die. If you don't talk, you will die. It is better you talk and die and know that you died for something. The devil's alternative. It doesn't matter whether you participate in the struggle, whether you accept what we are doing or not. When the enemies come, they are going to come after you. Our Prime Minister has explained this certain times when he talked about people being security conscious. The reason why we are losing most people today is because these people pretend and refuse to answer whom they are. Even when you pretend that you are a one Nigerian, even when you pretend that you don't know what to do, I bet you they know you better than you know yourself. You can accept any post from them. You can write one Nigeria in your forehead. When they come, they know whom you are. As long as you are from the old southeastern region, the present south and the southeast with the lower Benue, as long as you are from this area, they know you as a Biafran and you are their first threat. They will take you out. It doesn't matter whether you fight or you don't fight. And people don't learn from the past. There was one illustration I used to make on my platform when I said that when you look at the people that are losing their life in the course of Biafra, you see that these are people who have denied whom they are. And immediately you deny whom you are, your pillars is shaking and you will not have any backup. Even Chukwu Kabe will not back you. I take you back to Asaba Massacre. If you look at Asaba Massacre and how it happened, the people who get involved there and lost their life were people who decided to deny whom they are. They decided to deny whom they are. And they embraced the one Nigeria. They were raising flag. They were singing. And they were welcoming Nigerian soldiers. And you see how they died without a fight. We remember them all the time. It is not nice that we will continue to pass through that same road. It is not nice that we continue to sacrifice our life for nothing. Those people who died in a massacre, these are a group of people who have refused to either run away from the enemy or claim who they are. They pretended to be one Nigerian. And they were working in the cloud. They were welcoming Nigerian soldiers, thinking that that will solve the problem. They were welcoming one Nigerian soldiers while their own brothers, fellow Biafrans, were busy fighting and protecting the border. They convinced them and told them, come and welcome the soldiers. Come and welcome them. We are now one. We are not after you. The same lies, and they believe that lie. That was why we lost our brothers and our sisters during Asab massacre. Many men were lost. They opened fire on them without a fight. Without a fight. The devil's alternative. Whether you engage or you don't engage, they are going to take you out. They know you better than you know yourself. You see, including these people who are parading themselves as politicians, who they have bought over. When this rain will start, it is going to fall on everyone. In fact, they will be the first one to be beaten by that rain. The best way for you as a Biafran to secure yourself is to first of all identify yourself whom you are. That is the first step. Identify yourself as a Biafran and be bold to identify yourself, even in public. There is no hiding. This time around, it's not the time you sit on the fence. You say, I don't want problem. I'm not part of it. I'm not part of the agitation. I am not talking about Biafra. They are going to take you out. It doesn't matter. If you talk, you die. You don't talk, you are still going to die. Why don't you put a fight and die like a hero? Look at the way we remember those people now. When you talk about Asab massacre, you don't just talk about it. It is painful to us, but look at how that thing happened. Instead of putting up a fight to defend our borders, they listened to the voice of the enemy. And how did it end up? They died without a fight. Do you think that the Zoological Republic, where they do not want, they don't even hide it? They don't. Have you forgotten that the one that happened recently? Recently, people who were protesting for their so-called better Nigeria, their own Nigeria, in Lokito Gate, raising their flag, they open fire on them. A country that will always kill its own. And you that call yourself a Biafran, you are the first enemy, the target. They know that you are the one holding the key. They know that if they don't conquer you, they can never conquer any other person. They see you as an arch enemy in every step they take. And yet, you deny yourself. And the moment you deny yourself, you break that boundary. You see that cover, that thing that covers you. Each time you mention, you say that you're a Nigerian, you have removed your security. You have made yourself vulnerable and they will take you down. Sure, they will take you down. But when you take up your identity as a Biafran, first of all, your eyes will open and you begin to see your enemies clearer. Once you take up your identity as a Biafran, when you see a man on uniform, nobody will tell you before you take cover. When you see somebody with a Nigerian emblem on him, you don't need to be reminded before you take a cover. But as long as you continue to deny whom you are making yourself vulnerable. And I tell you, when they come, whether you fight, whether you don't fight, whether you are IPOB, whether you're not an IPOB, as long as you're from the old southeastern region, the present south and the southeast Lower Benue, you are an enemy, and they're going to take you out first. The earlier you wake up and pick up identity, the better. Thank you so much, my minister. We can't hear you. Can't hear you, minister.
I'm fine.
Minister, your voice is not coming out. Can't hear you.
Which person children join us on this broadcast? Children join us for broadcast.
I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
Can hear you.
Okay,
Which person children they talk? Mute yourself.
The prince, mute your microphone. The prince, mute your microphone until when you're given time to speak, please. Okay, thank you. Mazi Ifeanyi Nwora, welcome to the studio, and the prince, welcome to the studio. Bam bam bam, in the spirit, because I see that spirit don't enter you. That message when MNK send. Let me see refresh them small so that you go use them take do small fire. Make I put them again. Make you use them small.
Mazi, sorry, there's a video I sent to you. That video is better. You know, that's the one you normally play with background song. That background song have a strike. I sent you one with that background sound. Hope you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. Now waiting we play here before.
Okay, that one is the one you should be playing. Because that one, immediately you play it, it has a copyright. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm telling Biafrans tonight that we are effectively on our own. We have been given two choices by the United Kingdom, the slave masters and the colonizers. The UK have given us only two alternatives. And I call it the devil's alternative, of course. We either submit to the will of their puppets, the Islamic Caliphate, or we will be wiped out from the face of this very earth.
Okay, thank you very much. So you can see what our leader just said here is the gospel truth and nothing but the truth. Two options, two choice. Is either we submit ourselves to the caliphate that they have handed Nigeria, their country over to. It's either we submit to them or we are wiped out completely from the face of the earth. And then what does submitting to them entail? Submitting to them means that you will also be wiped out. You know why? Because submitting to them means that you are going to submit to their religion, you are going to submit to their dictates, you are going to be their slaves. And when you submit to their religion, they still do not believe in you because your own submission, as long as you are not originally one of them, you are still entitled to their destruction. You will still face their destruction. So what it means is that the two choices they gave to us is either we submit or we are wiped out. For us not to be wiped out, since we know that submission will also not stop us being wiped out, we are going to stand our ground and fight to the finish. Just like my comrade earlier said, the Asaba massacre only occurred because our brethren were so ignorant to think that they were, submitting to live together as one. But they never knew that they were submitting to their own doom. Submitting to Nigeria or relaxing and refusing to stand with us for this Biafra freedom and for this liberation. And mind you, we have already done all the struggle. We have already done all the agitation. The agitation was done when you were carrying your flags up and down. The agitation was done when you were protesting here and there. The agitation was done when you were meeting every week, gathering somewhere and saying, oh, hey, Biafra, IPOB, one family, IPOB. That is the agitation. But today, we have a government. Hello? We have a government. We are no longer agitating. We are no longer protesting. We have a government, a well-structured government, a government that is acknowledged by nations that understand what freedom is all about, a government that has made up their mind to get their territories and their boundaries secured. That's a government. It is only a government that can be able to have the capacity to protect every boundary that belongs to that country. It's a government. Because if you are not a government, you will only be making noise. You will only be protesting. You carry placard, they kill you. You carry flag, they kill you. You protest, they kill you. But when you are a government, when they want to kill you, you retaliate. When we hit them back, you become, that particular thing they thought you could not be, that thing they thought they are, you will become it times two. They have AK, you have AK. They have 49, you have 49. They have RPG, you have RPF. Anything they have, you have it double. They hit you one, you hit them twice. Anywhere they come, you give them double to double. Do you understand? So that is where we are at right now. Because we know that when you are surrounded by demons, blood-sucking vampires, brother, you do not sleep. It is from dusk till dawn. You do not sleep. So when you sleep with your two eyes closed, my brother, forget it, you will not wake up. So these days, we don't sleep. We are awake because we know that there are vampires around. At night, they are more ferocious. And because we are awake, we gun them down when they come for us. Our blood will not be their drink. Rather, we will feed their flesh to the vultures of the air. They can't do that nonsense they used to do to us before. This is not 1967. This is not 1968. This is not 1969. This is not 1970. This is 2023. This is 21st century. Biafrans are ready. We are equal to the task. And mind you, we have a dragon. How many of them have seen a dragon before? Ask them. They only see dragons in a movie. They go to the theater to see dragon. But we have dragon live and direct. One day on our poor. And when they come to us, in any way they come, we give it to them woto. We are many. And Mazin Namdekano said, we are mad. And this madness have a method. They have not seen this type before. They never knew we were coming. And this time around, we'll give it to them as we go. Thank you very much, my minister. And I hand my mic to the next comrade. Thank you.
Awesome. I hope I'm coming out.
Live and direct, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. MNK said,
we shall form a government.
MNK said, we either sing Allah Bakubaro or we sing Biafra. Two options.
The question you must ask yourself tonight as a Biafran, as a Southerner is, do you want to be a slave to the Fulani Caliphate, or do you want to die on your feet? Live for 1,000 years on your knees, as most of them are doing without even knowing it, or you die on your feet.
Mazi Ifeanyi Nwora, you are going to take that part now. Wait, make I drag and go back so that you pay attention before you come in.
The question you must ask yourself tonight as a Biafran, as a Southerner is, do you want to be a slave to the Fulani Caliphate, or do you want to die on your feet? Live for 1,000 years on your knees, as most of them are doing without even knowing it, or you die on your feet.
Mazi Ifeanyi Nwora, are you there? Can you hear me? I hope your network will allow you to do justice to the criminals today. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here, my minister. I'm here, and I hope I'm coming out.
Yes, you're coming out very well. Pick the mic and do justice to the Zoom.
Okay, good evening, minister, and our deputy Vam, and my own brother Maz Hugo, and the king. It is nice to meet you here, king. And everyone on the space, I salute each and every one of you. It is a pleasure to join you here today, because I've always tried to be here, but for no reason, I don't know why the network keep kicking me out. But today I'm here. There's something that the first voice said. I will reference on that, and I will reference on this particular one, the last one now. Our leader said we are on our own. That is very saddening. He said we are on our own. And this recall my mind to what the Roman Empire told this very British. That is the source of our pains today. Roman Empire, when they have problem at home, that they want to go and safeguard their land against an invasion, told the British that you guys are on your own now. Ruthlessly defend your lives or you will die. And they leave them. And these British colonized other people, including Nigeria and the US. And the US liberated themselves before British walked down to this place to amalgamate Nigeria into a nation, into a contraction that it is today. And today they are leaving us with no option than the option of death. Because when British tell us that we are on our own, the same language that the Romans that never fought them, they hide under the Romans Empire. But when the Romans were living, they didn't give them the devil's alternative. Rather, they encouraged them, fight and defend your lives. but they colonized us. They used our mineral resources. They killed many of our young men, 1967, 1970. And when they now choose to leave, they give us the devil's alternative when we agitate that these people you leave us with, we cannot live with them. You have suffered us this year since 1914 to date. We have suffered enough. Yet it is not enough for them because through their puppet Fulani, it will be more easier for them to harvest what we have in our land. They are very jealous of what we have in our land. And remember that our leader said that that beacon of light that will lighten the whole Africa, that will shine out, outshine the darkness that is in Africa, that they saw it in Biafra land. And they will do everything to make sure that that light is being covered. That's why they give us a nigger area. And these people are telling us that you are on your own now. Biafrans, you are on your own. It's either you accept Fulani Caliphate or you will die. No wonder they can lay pipe from here to Europe, because all the Western world have come together to agree that this particular Biafrans need to be wiped off from the surface of the earth. And they will do everything to make sure that that happens. The pipeline that are being led from Biafra land to European countries, who is paying for it? The oils that they are harvesting, who is paying? They are not paying. But Fulani will do it because they're already in covenant with the Fulanis. That once you help us to conquer these people, the minerals in this land, you will harvest it till in perpetuity. We will make sure of that. But your own tax is to make sure that we have Biafrans where we want them. But our leader make one critical decision that he said. He asked us a question. Are we going to live 1,000 years on our knees? Or to fight and die? And this generation which I'm part of have taken that decision to die on our feet. That I will never live on my knees. And that is why we will do everything to support our Prime Minister and the Biafra Republic government in exile, to make sure that every structure that is being put in place by Britain through Fulani Caliphate and all the Islamic world will be destroyed in our land. That the shenanigan of fight that they are emanating from Niger Republic, all these things are geared to get back at us. Remember 1970, they instigated war somewhere to divert the attention of the world from what is happening in Biafra. And now that they have tried everything and see that Simon Ekpa is standing, that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could not fulfill their game, or could not do what they did not achieve their aim and objective with the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So the West is now instigating another war in Niger Republic. So that when this war is now going out, they will now capitalize on that and then unleash mayhem again on the Biafrans. But this time, Biafrans would take it from grassroots to grassroots. And this fight this time will not be in Biafra land. Fulani is already abstaining themselves from the war that they instigated in Niger Republic. But this time when they will start it in Biafra land, it will be fought in Sokoto. It will be fought all over the north. And nobody will escape it. Our leader said, instead of Biafra not to come, every living organism in Nigeria will die. And that is where we stand. Thank you so much, my Prime Minister. I so submit.
No be Prime Minister, nah. Minister of Elijah Mohammed, no be Prime Minister.
Our Minister of Information. God bless you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ifeanyi. Thank you. We move with the speed of light. Thank you for your submission. Adadia Rama, please be attentive. because you're going to take the next part now. I'm going to play it. So be attentive to what the next part of the video is going to say so that you know how to give your submission.
Yes.
The devil's alternative. Whichever option we choose, men are going to die. Which one do you prefer? Are we going to fight and die like men? Or are we going to submit to a life of Allahu Akbar? It's entirely up to you. The time is now because the enemies, they have come. I didn't say they are coming, they have not come into our land. And as I promised them, if God is on our side, which I know He is on our side, this army of Nigeria will die in Biafra land. That is how God intended it to happen. Many of us are going to die. And I'll be leading it myself, mind you. Many of us are going to die. But Biafra is going to come. And everything called Nigeria will perish in Biafra land. The world must be prepared for what is to come.
Wow.
We are not going to be crazy now.
Sonny, it's like you're inside my mind. Please,
Okay,
Sonny, I'm gonna something.
from there.
Sonny, please don't wait French okay. I'm on need that video. Ndị nọ n'afịa chọrọ ije kpee ekpele akpọchi anyị ime ahịa sị na ha abịa kpee ekpele dịrị time 12 o'clock ha ji ekpe ekpele asị na ha akpata kpee ekpele ebe a na-ekpe ekpele inwe the video.
I don't think I have that video.
Let me see. It's like somebody sent me that video.
Please, I need, because if I were leader could look at us, so all methods happen. Please.
No, brother, call room.
Please, can you help me? Please. Let me.
No one to Gane Maya.
Yes. Yes. Please, can you help me out? Can you help me and look for? Let me check it. Check whether I still have it. I have it because I know that I will use it for my destiny. Sonny, let me put it for our group so that you will.
No, I'm sending it to Sonny WhatsApp because it's on.
Sonny, please, can you help me out with that video so that
it's on Facebook? I've sent it to you, Sonny.
Put them for our group because the WhatsApp on the computer is the one on the group, so that I can pick it.
But the Facebook video, shall.
No problem. Just forward it to our group. Let me pick it. Okay, forward it to my other WhatsApp.
I've done that. Let me do it again. I've forwarded it to your 2 WhatsApp.
Okay, I'll get it now. All right. Make the WhatsApp open first because it was not open. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's go there. Let's bring it to the screen for Ada.
Yes.
Lekwanụ nke a sị na ọ na-eme na mgbuke obosi na ndị mmadụ tata Friday. Lekwanụ nke a sị na ọ na-eme na mgbuke obosi na ndị mmadụ tata Friday. Ndị mmadụ wee gawa n'afịa ka ha mee ekpere ha na dem ịma na onwe some market ha na-enwe specific day ha na dem ekpewe ekpere ka ha ga mee ekpere ọwụ na ha ruru ebe ahụ ọwụ na alọ ọkụrụ the market, the entrance of the market, ebe si abanye mafia ahụ just like ona ahụ Peter Mba governor of ndị Enugu si wee si lusia shop ndị mmadụ nọ ya ka ndị a na-eme experience ebe a wee keep ndị mmadụ nọ stranded ha mara ife ha ga-eme ma ndị nne ma young ma old ma ndị mpa ife ha wụsara ebe a nọ ha mara ife ha eme so ha wee mesịa onye lock the shop wee gwa ha na onye si ha lock ya lee the instruction na ha ga-anọrọ till Monday.
Ya bụ mbuka old motor spare parts mbuka obosi. Tata bụ ụbọchị ndị mbuka na-enwe ekpere bụ Fridays. Mana anyị batara ka anyị baa ebe anyị na-ekpe ekpere ọ bụrụ na ndị security block gate anyị. So na ya ma mkpe ekpere na anyị ga-abịaba na Monday ka enwe ike kwụsị sit at home. Then na-emekwa ka ụwa malụ na the order bụ from ọnwa nke bụ asụmata president ya nwa kpọrọ ma ndị vigilante data na mbuka si na a ga-akwụsịzi ekpere mmadụ ekpesikwa na ablọkụrụ gate entrance anyị ji ama n'ime afịa si na ya enwe na ọ bụrụ na ị na-anya ị ga-afụ otu ndị mmadụ si wụsara na gate ndị sekuriti bụ egbe ekwere ka ndị mmadụ baa ime ahịa ndị nne m na-abịara imechi ekpere mbuka so ya anyị na-enwekwa ya ka ụwa nụrụ onu anyị ma fụkwa ihe a na-eme ma ọ kwesịrị ekwesị as Christians. Amara m ihe bụ plan ha mana ihe mma bụ na onye ọbụla paratu na-ewe.
Wow. Biafrans, mgbe m fụrụ this thing, ọchị bịa ju m iru. Then one side of my heart, I'm happy. Then one side, at the other side. Because why? Ndị be anyị aghọtabeghị ife a na-ekwu. Biafrans aghọtabeghị ife a na-ekwu. Because ọnwụ na ndị mba anyị aghọtago ife a na-eme na mgbuka obe osi na Anambra steeti. Ịnọ na be gị, today we sit at home. Okwu adị ụzọ na-abụ. Today we sit at home. And irrespect is sit at home. Man, irrespect is ife ọzọ ihe ejezu na mgbuka n'ime ahịa ije kpe ekpele ka unu si ekpevu before. Ewe kpọchie ime ahịa. Na kpọchiri ime ahịa wụ dat na elije trefi bịa ekpe because ha amalago ebe ya esi nweta ebe nwere ike isi nweta ndị be anyị ekpele a. Mana ndị be anyị nwere hapụ ife na-achọ ka ndị be anyị mee understand here. Ha nwere ike na-eche na ndị a kpọchiri disi afịa not because of sit at home from the other side. If I was a sign, because if I and the again in Ambuko Bosi, I condemn go because because as I because now I sit at home. Have a loan nabo. I na biya Monday. So from Monday, I na but I want to have him Monday. There's nothing like a again inside that market. Oh no mosque. The name here. You will it there. Will make it can buy can that man watch your market, yeah? Cause governor, you that's support the market. Hey, you all go name where sit at home. Hey, I happily that gate open. Even the most rangers, yes, not cafe, baby. But to show you that naturally stop anything Christianity na East. Habido go na via. Even when you get no we want to say like these people that now na cheek close anything Christianity na East. If I just only on na vozike. Manafa na no. So yesterday go na boy onye nwere ike imie ebido go here because I believe o nwere ndị na-asa the strong carry ibefa. This man keta you know they coach that market. A well security coach ebe niile. Oto anko ya adukwa one Sunday like this. Hey jelo ochi unuka. Try ya kazuka again. It's coming. Now what we go do na market? Ana mafia no sit at home. Now fukwa no sit at home. Okwu agba no zo na. And there is a very super sign. My sign. Kono this thing. Example. Can the buy we keep kwado si ike n'ife na-abịa kono. Ndị gọvanọ niile eme meeting. Ha ncha niile kwete na one thing. And that thing ha mee na meeting ha kwekọrịtara na ya. Some of them we gbasara from unuka. Because I'm na ndị buy ya ebi nwune ekpere. Ya ahụ nwune eje ụka. Kedu ka mmadụ esi wee nọ in short o nwere no ife na-agwụ m ike. If man iwe ike ime Fulani, why our governors and ife niile na ha na-achịrị ha nwere power jiji anyị egwu. For my own side, ana m afia no insult because I'm from the reason why eji were ebe anyị nwane okwukwe anyị dị were na-egwusa anyị egwu. Okay, now I just ekwu na-eketa onye ọwụ na nwere anything when you go see those people in other place that no go ebelego na mgbanwu one emere kita ebe a na ihe anụkwu ya echi niile ya eme ya ebe ọzọ nwantị ndị kita ife ọzọ ya anụ ụdata na ndị be anyị ụta na-eji ekpe ekpere n'ore ji ikpe ekpere were ụtarị pesasịa ndị bịara ikpe ekpere. That time is coming and nobody will talk. Ife ọzọ ya emezi kita na-ejere ebe a na ya na-ekpe ekpere ndị ọ bịara n'ụlọ ụka ndị ọwere ụtarị bịa pesasịa sị na gọvanọ sị that na onwe ọzọ nye ya aka ụka ebe a n'ụlọ ụka until na stop or sit at home. It's coming. You need to not sit at home. No, it's not sit at home. Because all these governors, they use this sit at home. When not commit crime, when they may be so good, when they put, when they plan the full news, can't we keep better easy? I go our people, all these governors, I was thinking we're a Christian. Hannah ne who's now Christian because now when with the very spiritual. During that now, no, even the Reverend Father, you preach the Quran, Nimunuka. To be sincere to you, because now if I'm in now, on when a bishop I condemn here, on when a Reverend Father condemn here, on when a pastor condemn here, nobody talk. Because I won't know na Muslim country now. If I'm like disturb what you just pay, he have every one on them at the shop walk. Manifest a protest, Ebenine. That's a hygienic paper. Now, I'm going on one of a pastor prokuroku, on one of a father bishop, nobody say anything. O track one day to show you that now all these useless governors, senators, and organizing the Fulani, they may pay the Fulani chance. They may pay the Haka, they may easy to conquer Biafra, to conquer Ndigo. But wake on and the by wake this message. Prepare one for ma. How was the name that no one hour yesterday? Can I pocket and they would go? And no one would no handsome in the question. Be very, very careful. Mananya and Nanya. One of the governors Nachi Buchasea, one of the governors Hanachi in your haka. Because I'm waiting for this no Mobi. Oh, tell them. Something when you came in the Fulani, even in Biafra land, in when you came in the Fulani this thing. Even in Biafra, talk less of it in the north. They disturb one the Fulani, disturb what you take. Are they possible? In one day, I told that town upside down that day. But look at everybody standing helpless. Who we talk? Nobody. Nobody. Hanching in the culture like that. And they'll talk what you are doing, and they can never ever bring that order for watch we are so. Or two of them are this here. Echinia my also, one Echinia my also. If from that place or by Nunuka. It can eat an anabago. If all the Anuji after one day kita, or made that neighbor Nunuka, Dasika, or one on the Muslims, Nimunuka, a balan walk ball. Ndoka kurupa mwacha wada kwa yaka nisi wada kwa yaka nobi wada kwa yaka nubu nefa. As we are there together, let us fight. Thank God, our people awake, we go up. Our people awake, we go up. But I'm like our people when this thing melekita. Here the highest thing when he came mad. Na ben ni akukwa. Kamande mwoke sini hiye jekpele chigi. Here una mad sini hiye jekpele chigi. Oh, this one be too much. Here we highest bro. Oh, what that now my people are serious. How to say the serious kita? Because the end by even when you give me funny. Because all the others are in sons on Dibo. I've funny no Dibo. Manu order in Dibo. I've never in the flying order. Now BIAFRA land. Jena Kanu State. Jenu Wausa. I Dibo, especially Kanu State. On what that we were Christian has really in a canoe. He a net pure. He a coffee hugu. He a coffee hugu. So, Umuchuko Kabiama. Ma like how will this thing melenu? Will a quadro with off my way, Madatana, Okwa Ugaba go Nambabu, Ekenemon Biafra, Chukugozelemon. Thank you. Thank you, Sonny. Ekenemono.
Ada Ikede, Ada Biafra. the beautiful queen of the media. We salute you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 247. Make you no go that video where we don't talk, because if we give you mic, we know we'll come out here. Now, Biafrans, when I don't see the video of the kidnapper where they work with Jofo Caro White. We come out yesterday say he go see MNK. MNK say you don't want Biafra again. MNK say you don't want make anybody fight for him again. MNK say nobody should talk again and nobody know Biafra now. Only I know Biafra. The EU even talk say it's not them, the South criminals, the Southeastern criminals that colluded with the Zoo Fulani to kidnap MNK. He said it is only the Fulani that go and kidnap MNK. He tried to exonerate himself and to exonerate Ejiofor and all the criminal governors. So, Magic 247, make we play this video. When we play this video, now waiting MNK talk here, now you go use, take address the Madwewu.
Madwewu.
Ah, okay. Madwewu. Okay.
When our people give us that very mandate, and I'm not going to tell you how that mandate is going to come, because if I say it now, our enemies will go and block that very access. But it's going to come very, very soon, and the world will be shocked. Our plans are impacted, and we're moving along. Thank you very much for calling. There are some things that we are doing that some people may not know. Though they may be in the hierarchy, they won't know, because it's for their own good. It is not everything that everybody knows. I am the one who knows everything. People know what I want them to know in order to preserve the sanctity of the movement and to stop people from outside from penetrating and destroying us from within. We shall form a government when our people give us that very mandate. And I'm not going to tell you how that mandate is going to come, because if I say it now, our enemies will go and block that very access. But it's going to come very, very soon, and the world will be shocked. Our plans are impacted, and we're moving along. Thank you very much for calling.
Mazugo, MNK don't give you the message to take flog this away. Take the mic, please.
You see, the morons have been a mugus, have been awaiting the Janjaweed. When they are telling you they went to see Oyendu, first of all, you will ask them, what did Oyendu tell you? They will tell you, Oyendu says, stop lying with my name. Oyendu says, stop sitting at home. Oyendu says, Simon Ekpa is not my disciple. Oyendu say you should not use my name, you should not raise funds for ESN. But when you ask them, have Oyendu scrap off ESN? They don't get answer. Ask them, did Oyendu say again, don't listen to Simon Ekpa? They don't get answer. Ask them again. Did Oyendu write that memo where he said, hand over everything to Simon, let him pilot? They don't get answer. If you ask them again, is Oyendu comfortable? They don't get answer. Is Oyendu okay? They don't get answer. The only answer they get from January to December, whenever they visiting now, they cannot come out. Someone Ekpa should stop talking about Biafra. Someone Ekpa should stop sit at home. Someone Ekpa should stop ESN. Did Simon Ekpa create the ESN? Is he not Oyendu that created the ESN? Did someone from ESN? Oyendu Nnamdi Kanu formed the ESN. Today, you heard him say that we are going to form a government. But we will not tell you when, how, where. Because if we tell you, you go and tell our enemies to come and spoil it. This remained mystery until Mazi Simon Ekpa formed the government in exile. You know, we are not owing these fools any explanation why government in exile, but it's good that things are coming up so that you hear with your ear to know that they are lying. They're only lying because they have been paid to lie. They have been paid to deceive. Government in exile you see today, standing and walking, is the dream and the vision and plans of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before he was kidnapped. Only that he was waiting for the appropriate time to come and he will form it. But today they say, what is government? I don't blame them. They don't know anything like government in exile. China Sawuru don't even know that government in exile exists. Because it has never been in their agenda to bring Biafra. All they are fighting for is money from Juapa. You are behind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You raise hand, they collect money from politicians. They put for pocket, they build hotel. That, have you asked yourself, why was Oyendu saying a freedom fighter don't build hotel? A freedom fighter should not be building hotels here and there. Where you are living, can you live there forever? Who was Oyendu talking to? You think he was talking to me? He was talking to the same people that surrounded him in the name of freedom fighter. So when you hear them say, what is government in exile? Freedom fighting don't need government. You have not brought Biafra. You have not actualized Biafra. You have not established Biafra. You are claiming government. You are claiming prime minister. Because Oyendu did not tell them about it because they are fools. They don't know anything. Go and they study about freedom fighting and the restoring a nation that has been stolen away. You will find out what is, or you know, even go find out what is government in exile, what is their duty, what is their work. You sit there, you make noise. You see that one they call Madubu Keta, Madubu Oka, Madubu Chisha. He sits in office of a criminal Ifeanyi Ejiofor and tell you that the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not come out is because ESN is raising fund. Because somebody is saying he is a government in exile. Because somebody said he is raising fund. Fool! Anumpam. But you don't know that the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still being held there is because you are collecting monthly salary from Nigerian government. And besides, I must tell you the truth. They never saw Nnamdi Kanu and they will not see him. They will not see him. Do you remember he gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kiss of death? Have you forgotten? And they have more to come and tell you. Useless people. Useless people where I never see before. All these people where you see from beginning to the end. I saw one of our brother again. They're confessing now that the truth is that we are fighting for Biafra. That the problem, the reason why they are fighting against Simon Ekpa is because of money. And that money they know they see again. I laugh. I laugh. Money. Money. Their problem is money. And they know where the money they come from. They don't know, you say, they are all evil, hiding behind the evil pictures. You can't see them come out boldly. Let me tell you, anybody, when they do evil, no, they agree make you see them. They go there hide behind somebody. Hiding behind I visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Sona go hang up here. They will.
Mazi Prince, carry on. Are you there? Mazi Prince, are you there? He's like, okay, carry the mic.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to everyone. My great warrior media of you. Yeah, whenever I'm with you people, I'm always happy. Neither I did not hear from you people. I feel sad. Today is my first day of joining you on this Hello platform. Bless the day our leader born. And what I want to say about him concerning all this rubbish that is going on social media is none of our business, because we have gotten all we need from our leader. He has tell us where to go and what to do at any given point in time that anything is happening. He told us to keep our eyes on the ball, and I so much love our prime minister. He looked at nobody's face. Be you who, he don't want to see your face, he don't want to know you. Those people that went to Abuja hotel and sat down and discussed and said our leader said, they did not tell us whether our leader have decided that DSS have become his palace. They did not tell us if that DSS have become his palace, because I know our leader is a prince and a king. The only thing they want to tell us is our leader said we should stop sit at home. Who initiated sit at home? Our leader. He initiated the sit at home because whenever we come out to protest, they will shoot our people. Shoot them as if they are shooting animal on the bush. But today, only sit at home, they are crying. We have not trooped out and carried our gun, because we are going to carry that gun. We are going to troop out and carry that gun. Then they will know how serious we are and how mad we are. Definitely within days now or weeks, we are going to carry it. So they will know that we are very serious, and we are. If I die fighting for Biafra, I'm a happy man. I must tell you, because I don't want my children to witness what I'm witnessing here on this useless company called Nigeria. I don't have much to say. This is all I have to say now. Carry on, my people. Thank you. Hello, my minister. Are you there?
Yeah, we are here. Thank you so much. And now there is a video we want to use to finish the talk for the day, so that we can open the line for Biafrans that may likely call in. Here it goes. This one dissects everything. Please, let's be attentive, because everyone will have 3 minutes to comment on this. Here we go.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this world. Wherever you see IPOB, I lead them. I command the 17 commanders of the armies of Biafra, a combination of Southeast and the South-South for those unfortunate enough to be educated in the backwardness that is the Zoological Republic. I command all the armies of Biafra. I said all of them. So do I direct Radio Biafra. By the very special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama Bonyanyinefe in heaven, I will serve you diligently and honestly. Any day I get up from my bed and the first thing I think about is not to worship heaven, not to restore the dignity of my country, that day let me perish. I did not say if I look sideways or take bribe or become corrupt. No, I didn't say that. Listen to me very carefully. I said if I wake up from bed in the morning and the first thing I think about is not Chukwu Abiyama and Biafra that we are restoring, please kill me. After all, that is why I was born. on the day that I was born. That is why I come from where I come from. That is why I come from the family that I come from. That Biafra may come. Any other thing is failure. And I don't countenance failure. That is why I said to you, in the end, we always win. Don't we win? As the idiot who is now a madman in a Norwegian hospital, they will tell you, if you come after us, you fall. We won't touch you. You will self-destruct. You become hopeless and useless. Unless you repent, of course. This is Radio Biafra. And heaven will always take the glory.
Thank you, Nyendu. Ada Biafra. Now you go come first. Use 3 minutes. With everything where MNK don't talk here now. Educate the Fulefus who may not understand the stand of MNK on Biafra. Ada Biafra, can you hear us? It seems that Ada Biafra is not with us. Okay, Chuk Survival, pick the mic first.
Thank you, my beloved brother and minister. I thank you so much for playing that video. You see, when you listen to that voice that is the voice of the man who is the commander-in-chief of the Biafran army. That is the man we know as Mazi Nnamdi Ukukanu. When you listen to that voice, you will know. When we say we will not listen to the voice of the DSS, it is very, very clear. The man you just heard there speak is the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we know. The very Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we are following. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu whose disciple is the dragon, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile. The very Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we have told you that whenever he comes out to the free world, either in Finland or Israel, and address us, we will listen to him. That is the voice of Biafra that you have had. You see, that is why sometimes when I look at people who are considering listening to whatever comes from the DSS, I'll be wondering, where did they keep their mind all this while? And I make it to say, when you look at things that are happening today, you find out that some people just admire Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he's a handsome man. Some people just admire him because he's an Igbo man. Some admire him because he's a Biafran. Some just like him because he speaks very eloquent. Some like him because he has the command of English language. But the major thing, the major reason why you must like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and prove yourself as a disciple is listening to his words. If you are a hardcore follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody will come and tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Nobody. You will not be waiting for any direction from the DSS. You will not. Because every single question that needs to be answered, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have answered it before. You see that very video we played before? The former video we played. If you would go and watch that very video on full, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about establishing the order, it was a question that was asked by somebody. And the person who was asking that question did not know that today is going to come. That is why I tell people, you see them, they are very quick to say Biafra is a spirit. Biafra is a spirit. But when spiritual things are happening, nobody pays attention. You are busy looking at a handsome man, a fair-looking handsome man who speaks eloquent English. But you are not listening to his words. That is why today you are still expecting the dragon to beg you and tell you that you must not listen to that voice. That voice you're hearing from the DSS, it's not his voice. You have seen the commander of the army of Biafra speak loudly. And he said, any day I wake up, I contemplate. Any day I wake up, I nurse it in my mind to stop the struggle or to stop fighting for Biafra. Let Chukwu come and take his life. At the same vein, you hear somebody will come in the national TV in Nigeria and tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have repented. that he has found a new life and he's welcoming others to join him. In the same vein, you hear somebody telling you that you must stop fighting for Biafra. Because the only source of the fight of Biafra today, the major source of the fight of Biafra is the sit at home. It is because of the sit at home that the Biafran issue is on the top burner. On the top burner, I cannot be breaking down. Can you listen to this voice of this commander? You claim to be a Biafran and you are very, very comfortable in the zoo. How can you claim to be a Biafran and you are very, very comfortable in that contraption? You claim to be a Biafran and you see somebody will sit on a table on a national TV in Nigeria, in the territory of the enemy, and you are seated comfortably claiming to be fighting for Biafra and nobody arrests you, nobody talks to you. If you call yourself a Biafran and you don't see that as a red flag, it means you have a different agenda. The man who just heard his voice is the voice of Mazen Nandekan that we know. And anything short of that is not coming from Mazen Nandekan. Time has gone when we be begging people and say Mazen Nandekan. I tell you that every single information you need, Mazen Nandekan have already dropped it for us. Every question you're asking today, he has answered it in advance. That is why most of the time I advise people, when you wake up in the morning, look for the messages of Mazen Nandekan. Anyone you can lay your hand upon. If it is 10 minutes, 15 minutes, listen to it. For every time you dig into his message, you will have an answer to a question you're asking. The broadcast of Mazen Nandekan is an episode. They are long. Some are 3 hours, 4 hours. I say dig into it. If it is only 10 minutes, you can listen to it. Make sure every day you listen to his program. 10 minutes. You will be informed and you will never remain the same. And nobody will come and tell you that Mazen Nandekan said. Because every single thing he needs to tell us, he has already told us. He completed his assignment. For you to be waiting for Mazen Nandekan to speak to you from the DSS is an act of wickedness. You are wicked. A man that fought for you, in the course of fighting for you, he lost his 2 parents. In the course of fighting for you, he gave up his own family and gave up everything about him. He gave up his career. Today, he's in the territory of the enemy. You are still expecting him to rescue you while he's in the territory of the enemy. You are wicked. The man you heard his voice is the man we know as the commander of the Biafran army. And until he joins us today, the only command that we know is the command that is coming from his own disciple, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic of Exile. Only one command, there are no 2. Until he joins us, either we see him in Finland or we see him in Israel. Get that straight and stop listening to clowns. Thank you, my beloved brother.
Thank you, Mwachineke. Ada Biafra, are you back with us? We called you before. It's like you were in the other room. So you have the mic. Use your 3-minute word.
Emma, even na chifu na destiny that nam yen na chifu na destiny chinana mabia. Because even na chifu na destiny Emma abia okweba na maki use our leader Mazen Nandekan name up ya. Because I share myself into 2 here. Okay,
wait, it's like you did not listen to the video. Let us help you again so that you can pick it up. Wait, let's play it again for you.
My name is Namdekano. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this world. Wherever you see IPOB, I lead them. I command the 17 commanders of the armies of Biafra. A combination of Southeast and the South-South for those unfortunate enough to be educated in the backwardness that is the Zoological Republic. I command all the armies of Biafra. I said all of them. So do I direct Radio Biafra. By the very special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama Bonyanyinefe in heaven, I will serve you diligently and honestly. Any day I get up from my bed and the first thing I think about is not to worship heaven, not to restore the dignity of my country, that day let me perish. I did not say if I look sideways or take bribe or become corrupt. No, I didn't say that. Listen to me very carefully. I said if I wake up from bed in the morning and the first thing I think about is not Chukwu Abiyama and Biafra that we are restoring, please kill me. After all, that is why I was born. On the day that I was born, that is why I come from where I come from. That is why I come from the family that I come from. That Biafra may come. Any other thing is failure.
Okay, Ada Biafra. This message from Onyendu is to put the narrative straight about the criminals that are going to DSS and come out and they'll be saying, Onyendu say you don't want Biafra again. Onyendu said this, Onyendu said that. So we want you to use it to send a message and make Biafrans understand something and the stand of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because this is Onyendu's letter. This is Onyendu's voice. This is Onyendu's writing. Every other writing and letter that comes out is not Onyendu. This is the only Onyendu that you know. He stands from 2012 to 2023 and 2030 and 2000. So you have the mic.
Yeah. Number one, I want Chineke. I want Ifenje Kene Chineke Umuchukwu Okike Abịama. Ifenje Kene Chineke that now those like before, because now before na haputa. Hagwa ibe chọrọ ịgwa anyị anya na-eso weke ewu mana kịta Biafrans wake go up mee that n'ife ọhụrụ ịgwa Biafra na ya na-echezi ugboro na mụ na wọchị ndị na-apụta gasịnụ ndị a na-ezigasịkwa na Awadida na-ezi ozi a na-ekere mụ na Awadida na-ezi ozi ihe niile ha na Awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu adịghị na mma. Ife niile Awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu against ụha ncha niile ka ha nwa na Awadida bịazere wuru nnu na mmanụ like this chimpanzee nke chingine a pụtara mbọsị a ịma na DSS dị nkọ na ọfịs ala ya eji ọfọ Ifeanyị eji ọfọ ka ọ dị DSS dị nkọ na ife ọfịs Ifeanyị eji ọfọ. Because after me that man, the same man no know that video. After me that man, so he can send the LNG. After me that man no with Ifeanyi Ejiofor. After come that
we don't want to play his video. We don't want to.
No, not a video. Not a video. It's a picture. On video. Or picture. After Ozichara ozi ahụ ifuzie na Ifeanyi Ejiofor ha balansizie n'ọfịs Ifeanyi Ejiofor ọnwụ vidio cheka nsendele gị ka Biafra fụ ebe ọfịs Awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ ebe a na-ebido wele ejie ka nsendele na media destination soni.
Okay. Go on.
So even na Chimeka umu Biafra mala udat na Adam supplies the best friend Awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nwere onwere nke na-ejenu na ndị na-ejezinu ndị nwere access ije fe Awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ndị condemned ọnwụ no watch ya this man a na-akpọ Benjamin gịnị dị ka ọsọ na-aza ife ahụ nwere mgbe Awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sụsụ jụ ọnya egbugide na Anambra steeti and Imo steeti Awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu pụta sụsụ jụ ọnya na ọhụ na asụ jụọ this man Benjamin a kedu ife na-eme na Anambra na Imo steeti na ọma anya ya sụ jụọ ọnya ife na-eme na Anambra na Imo steeti n'ezi anya and ọhụ na ụnụ wọchị ya na exactly oche ahụ ọnọ were nye that ebe ọnọ kịta wee ebe ọnọ were nye that speech ahụ o nyere because ọrụ no watch ya mgbe ọ na-ekwu okwu ahụ o nwere mgbe mmadụ gwara ya okwu n'akụkụ wee sị ya continue. So kedu ka o ji aji hụrụ Ifeanyi Ụba awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu complain na o ji afọ IPOB na scam Nigeria. Ya stop onya. All the useless people who's friend ya na awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu adịghị mma chọrọ awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ogbugbu ka awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ezizi ozi. Even awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na fight the Biafra. Na fight izi anyị nwa ụmụnne na-esevuzi Nigeria because he watch ya ozi ndị ọ na-ezi maka ọsọ ya fight in Nigeria. So which na ife awụla awadida before awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-enwe this problem o prepare chago anyị ọfụma ọ gwaga anyị ka anyị mara nke ya wee nke anyị ebelieve n'okwu na nke anyị ebelieve n'okwu uche okwu ya niile kedu somebody say that na ọ na etete ụtụtụ and na-ekpe ya na-ekpe worship ya everything will Biafra na ọrụ na ya nwụọ n'inweta Biafra that na ya lose anything na ya dị happy because ọ bụrụ na ọ dị this ụmụ efulefu a easy awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu aka na-epụta because ife a na-asị a na-abịa ehele anyị sayị na awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sụ otu a bụ ka ha si ejekwa ehele awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu asị si ya na Biafra anyị na-azọ na onye ọ na-atọn go back atọn on against you na Simon na-emego go overthrow na nke a gị na ekenọ ebe a na-azọ Biafra go cancel anything Biafra. The only thing these people chọrọ otu ha si apụtakwa ehele anyị asị ka ha si ehekwana ya asị that na ya anaghị echetazie na ya atọn go against him. But to show you that now awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ma that Simon ahụ before Elenya and don't nwere confidence that no ụmụ Biafra nwere ndị fụrụ ya n'anya that no nwere ndị ya back down o kwuru ya ekwu that na anyị nwere enemy ma n'ime na ma na outside ime onye ka ime ndị ọ na-ekwu ọkwa n'ime ndị DOS. So and them surprise onye a na-emezi some people na-ekwuzi FIFA na-ekwu and kedu ndị na-ekwu enu the most useless people when something happen n'obi ndị soro kete ego ndị ka jere ka ekenyekwa fa ọzọ because na achọpụta nkịta na ebe a na ịchọ ha nkịta ka Nigerian gọọmenti ọka Ifeanyi Ụba nye gị ego pụtakwuo against dragon ikwu ha na against dragon nkịta ebu ige ego so ma ijiji nta ma mosquito ma chicken pancha niile na-efe anyị izi na-apụtagasị. So ana m ayọ ụmụ Biafra ife ọsọrọ mmadụ pụta na-agwafa si na awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu si and ọ gwara anyị si na ya disappoint anyị na anyị nwe ya disappoint ya wee na-asụ ụmụ Chukwu oke abịam ọnwụ na anyị back down ke ụmụ mosquito ntị ịmara na ya disappoint go awadida because ọnwụ na ka awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu pụta ọ na-asign ọ na akwụkwọ since ọ na-asign ọrụ na ya anyị so asign na akwa na ya chọzi Biafra pụta mana okwe asign ya ihe ji that place ife ndị our governors stupid governors na ndị ọhaneze ndị Fulani no this is senator stupid senators kajide that place to just call sign no fama ego na fa na Nigerian government iji wee make sure na awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sign iji wee make sure na stop anything gbasara Biafra agitation. All the too much. So ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu no that place because of fine and ọnwụ na anyị turn no back happy ya mee ya abandon ịma that na anyị egbughị ya ọ promise anyị and anyị kwesịrị inyekwa that the same promise by his stand anaghị ege ife ụmụ anụmanụ a ndị gbuoro na anyị nwa ndị chọrọ ka ekpochafụ anyị ndị achọghị ndụ anyị igefe ntị. So ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa ma unu egene these people ntị ife ọsọ ụdị condition ife ọsọ kwa ekwuchabeghị nwa ntị kịta ọnụ ya afụkwa ndị ya ebinyekwanụ ya asụkwa na ọsị onye binye okwuo nke afụ na ọhụụ egeghị nke onye a ejechakwa onye ọzọ dị ka ya oyi ege ntị ha aka ya apụta mmụọ is coming. So ife ọsọkwa ha na-abịa na-ekwu onye ọ na stand isi ike ha ndị onye ahụ n'aka na aka jikọọ chenuo anyị emeri ndị a anyị ka ha na population. So ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa ma jisi n'ike unu egene fanti mmeri ya nwụ nke anyị ekene m unu. Thank you.
Ekene Udodiri, 247, you have the mic. His Academic Highness, our Minister of the Military, we salute you there. We will give you the mic when it's time. 247, pick the mic and do justice to that message first. Make use of 3 minutes because we are behind schedule. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, my honorable minister. Biafrans, I don't know what to say again, but we know like today, you hear the chief of our defense staff telling you that Biafra is his priority. He's there in the Punch newspaper. He said, Biafra, I they can't kill all of them. As long as you are a Biafran, you are his enemy. And in Katsina State, is there a newspaper, The Guardian. They are begging Nigeria, please send security operatives, send armed forces, send the military, send the police, send even Kotema, even civil defense, send. We are dying in the hands of the Fulanese. They send a lie. For Middle Belt, Jos, Plateau, Mongo, they are calling them. Send it, they send a lie. The one where their money send it, they know they agree to pursue the Fulani terrorists. But they say Biafra. If you are a Biafran, you go die. Now what did they tell you? But they will die in that land. Not we, not us, not Biafrans. So when anybody is telling you, you heard our leader said, it will be better for you that you have two options. Is either you wait and die cowardly in the hands of this Janjaweed, or you fight for what you believe. You fight for your freedom. If you die, you know you are dying for what you believe. You know you are dying a just man. You know you are dying honorable. It's up to you. You heard the man from Mongo, what do you call him? A senator. He was being interviewed, and when they ask him, say, why you no fit settle on scores with this Fulani? He said, we don't have anything to settle because we don't even know these people. We don't know who they are. We don't live with them. They are not living in our communities. They are not part of us. We don't do business together. We don't trade in the same market. We have nothing in common. The only thing we know is that we sleep in the night, they will attack and kill us. Yesterday, 21 was killed. 2 days ago, 5 was killed. Today, I don't know yet. Maybe tomorrow morning now, you will get the news of how many that killed. And in a family, yesterday's attack, in a family, 11 people in the same house, in the same household, 11 people, one name wiped out. Another house, 5 people wiped out. And then why I'm telling you this is because when you refuse to listen to what our leader Mazen Nandekalo said, and he said, I don't want to fight Biafra, I'm not associating with you, they will still kill you. You go still die. They go kill you. They are not killing you because you are professing Biafra. No, they are not killing you because you love Nandekano. They are not killing you because you are sitting at home. They are killing you because you are a Biafran. So you can't run away from your identity. If you like, you support us. If you like, you fight me. Come here now, you can insult me. You can call me a criminal. But their knife don't even know or differentiate who calls me a criminal or who calls Simon a criminal or who calls us name or who said no sit at home or who said Mazen Nandekalo said you should stop using my name. The same criminal that was told to stop mentioning Mazen Nandekalo name is not telling you that Mazen Nandekalo said. Dear friends, we should wake up. Mazen Sonindewo, Okay, before my sister come back, one thing I want us to know is this.
You never finish your talk. You still want to talk again. Maybe you give us this mic back.
Now because I don't see you now, you know say talk will not finish.
Okay, I mean make you not talk again. Make his academic guidance come. Okay, his academic guidance before you come. Bam is not there. Okay, his academic guidance carry the mic. Make we refresh his academic guidance. I don't know if he followed us from the beginning so that he will understand the message that we are playing here now. We are trying to pass a message to the Fulefus that are going about deceiving themselves after visiting MNK. So we are letting them know that this is the real MNK and his message. And all those letters that they are writing is useless. So listen to the message, then you will encapsulate on it.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this world. Wherever you see IPOB, I lead them. I command the 17 commanders of the armies of Biafra. A combination of Southeast and the South-South for those unfortunate enough to be educated in the backwardness that is the Zoological Republic. I command all the armies of Biafra. I said all of them. So do I direct Radio Biafra. By the very special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama Bonyanyinefe in heaven, I will serve you diligently and honestly. Any day I get up from my bed and the first thing I think about is not to worship heaven, not to restore the dignity of my country, that day let me perish. I did not say if I look sideways or take bribe or become corrupt. No, I didn't say that. Listen to me very carefully. I said if I wake up from bed in the morning and the first thing I think about is not Chukwu Abiyama and Biafra that we are restoring, please kill me. After all, that is why I was born. On the day that I was born, that is why I come from where I come from. That is why I come from the family that I come from. That Biafra may come. Any other thing is failure. And I don't countenance failure. That is why I said to you, in the end we always win. Don't we win? As the idiot who is now a madman in a Norwegian hospital, they will tell you, if you come after us, you fall. We won't touch you. You will self-destruct. No job, you become hopeless and useless. Unless you repent, of course. This is Radio Biafra. And heaven will always take the glory.
His academic highness, you have the mic now.
Thank you, Omuchineke. I doff my cap for the people, just as usual. There is no need of us reiterating the words of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he's a God sent, a man of wisdom. In fact, anybody that is with his or her sincere mind, if you're hearing me clearly.
Very well, sir. Very well. We can hear you.
Would attest that this is a man that wants Africa to be liberated. But before Africa will be liberated, the liberation must start from the zero, and that is zero latitude and zero longitude of the crustal terrestre. You know, he said something that he did not even mention. He said something that he did not mention here in this particular video, that said that not all the people that were the hierarchy understand things, but only him understand things. And he always wants you to understand the one that he wants you to understand. And that is the reason why he created the hierarchies, starting from the emissaries, the US, the lovers of freedom, IPOB, Each and every one of them supposed to work in what you call synergy. I name it political synergy. When I say political from my mouth, it doesn't mean what they're doing in Africa, but it has to do with the original meaning of politics. Politics means as we are speaking for the survival of Africa, that is, people are participating in the decision of their fate, in their survival. Politics is practically what is happening within the enclave of Mali, Republic, the Republic of Guinea, and the Republic of Burkina Faso, which means that the people have risen to the height of understanding that colonial masters have been doing them what you call chandum, iterete itenane, in a confirmed language, that they have been hoodwinking them. That the reason why you don't have power supply, the reason why you don't have functional and credible leaders in Africa is because of the hoodwink from the colonial masters. And these G5 nations, including Kenya, have queued up in claiming their right. That is called politics. That is people's participation in social life. And they said, no more French, no more America. Tell me any Nigerian believed intellectual that can challenge the almighty pouvoir of America. Talk more of France. No, all of them will be trying to lick the defecates. That is the reason and why the Nigerian president could not reason on the reason for the coup d'etat, most especially the one that is very near to the Domot, vulgarly speaking, Niger Republic, that said, let the will of the people be done. No, what happened is that the Americas, and when I say Americas, include all the colonial masters, told Tinubu or Tinubus that he should go and use force. But America cannot go and use force against Putin. So, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is more than that Joshua. Is more than, contemporarily speaking, because this is 2023, 21st century, more than that Moses, more than that Jesus Christ that you are anticipating for his second coming. Because the Bible tells you that Jesus will come, but not as a prince for the second time, but he come as if he's nobody. I don't want to mention exactly what is written there in the Bible, but our people find it difficult to understand, to follow the right way at the right time. So Nnamdi Kanu said that all of us should be prepared to liberate ourselves, because they may come and buy you over. Now tell me, these people that are going to what do you call it? DSS dungeon, to say Nnamdi Kanu told me to told you. Why can't they use that power to tell DSS to release Nnamdi Kanu so that all this problem will stop? Let's assume that all this problem is created because people are taking advantage of the fact that Nnamdi Kanu is in dungeon. Okay? Why can't they use that opportunity, or to seize the opportunity to tell the DSS or to tell the America, only any power that be, to release Nnamdi Kanu so that he will be a free man from his own choosing nation or country in anywhere in the world? Then sit at home, we stop. But these people have betrayed the leader. It is only those who took all these fraudulent oaths and not ekwensu, ajomo, that continue challenging him. Okay, when Benjamin Madubugu carry his body to the DSS dungeon, you know what he's thinking? He's challenging Nnamdi Kanu, just like Uchemefo Okeafo challenged. He want to know if Nnamdi Kanu will say, Simon Ekpa is my disciple, undermining them that were the people who started fighting for freedom since 19 Incredem, according to the wife of Goodluck Jonathan. So that was the spirit he used in going there. But he made his Waterloo. Waterloo is in France. He made surprise. Yes, I was not there, but as an academician, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would have told him, I don't know what you're saying, you know. Hear me. How can I send Simon Ekpa to be destroying Southeast? We are speaking now. I didn't send, and actually did not send. Nnamdi Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is not destroying Southeast. So he's not a destroyer. Simon Ekpa is not a destroyer. But what is holding Nnamdi Kanu inside the dungeon? After the pronunciation from the courts and the United Nations. And Nigeria has discovered that she is wrong. The Nigerian government is wrong. He doesn't want to follow due process. Lastly, the cabals went to French embassy asking or imploring the French embassy to help to kidnap Nnamdi Ekpa, that is Simon Ekpa. After sending all the criminals in Finland, this Finland there, not only building the statue, we will build river of Finland in Biafra land. What I'm telling us is this. Let the Biafran go ahead. There is nothing the devil can do. That is what is there. Nobody should be listening to all this Benjamin Madubugu and what you call Emmanuel Kano or whatever. That doesn't understand the spirituality of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafran struggle is not of family. If Emmanuel Kano thinks that he's a prince, he should understand that people like us are king already. My father is the king of Ebonyi State, and it's indiscutible. That is what is there. So he should not be saying this is a last born now. He doesn't understand. All these things, they're taking things too individual. Look at the entire world clumsing and clamoring in the honor of your brothers, of your brother and your father. You are not happy. You are only seeing those that used to give you money. Nnamdi Kanu understands money, but he wants to be somebody that cannot be having money as the parameter of human essence, but he wants everybody to enjoy the dividends of life, democracy, and societal living together. That is what I wanted to say today. God bless all of you. Bless Adadio Ramma, our woman leader, the ministers hereby, the prime minister, and especially the leader of the Biafra, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We must do everything humanly possible. Already the world is revolting to make him to be out of there, because there is nothing that will make Nnamdi Kanu to come out of the dungeon. If ordinary Mali that we thought that they don't understand chased away America, I'm speaking this to Christians, and Burkina Faso, all these people that we thought that they don't understand Mbeke, we're able to challenge the almighty Europe. And even the Prime Minister of Italy told France, leave Africa alone, liberare Africa. Who are we not to queue up and chase away all these fraudulent politicians and the reverend fathers, including pastors? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must come out very soon when we follow the due process of this litigation, because the power belongs to the people. That is written in Article 1, Section 1, Paragraph 2 of the Charters of the United Nations, that United Nations supports the self-determination of people and equal right of nations. It is here, not that I'm talking. And any member of the European Union that may try to challenge us, we will tell them that it is written in 1945, Charters of the United Nations, right for self-determination. Under right of self-determination, we have right for self-preservation and right for self-defense. Thank you, honorable ministers and the people of Biafra. I yield my mic.
Thank you, His Academic Highness, for being here. And I applaud you for doffing your cap for Onyendu. I don't deserve that respect, So that respect goes to Onyendu, and we applaud your excellence. Biafrans are happy to have you. And there is one video we want to bring to the screen to explain something to Biafrans and the entire world before we go on to talk about our Eastern Security Network and Biafran Liberation Army fundraising of tomorrow. Now, we've seen videos
in Plateau, in Niger.
We've seen videos and complaints of some people talking about what is happening in Niger. And if you observe, our PM tweeted that all Biafrans in Niger should denounce anything that has to do with Nigeria and identify themselves as Biafrans. So if you are in Niger, denounce anything that has to do with Nigeria and let you be seen as a Biafran to avoid any aggression and to avoid being killed or avoid being counted amongst the aggressors that are coming against the coup leaders. The coup leaders you see are like us, fighting for the freedom of mankind. The same hurdle they go through is the same hurdle we go through. The same stipulatory conditions that they go through is what also happens to us. The same exploitation of the natural resources and every hard minerals that we have is the same thing they go through. Imagine uranium being sold at $218. Then the colonialists comes to extract uranium and then they pay them back $11. Do you see how much is gone there? Do you see how those people can never become anything in the next 100 years? When you come down to Biafra land, you see that none of you enjoys the dividends of democracy or the dividends of the oil and gas, which God has embedded in your own land naturally, without apology to anyone. But the caliphate, America and UK and Europe, they suckle this oil, they channel the pipeline all the way to their own countries to enjoy it while you continue to die in jeopardy. The only thing they give you back in return is to come and tell you to come and apply for visa, then they take you to Europe or America and UK to give you a job. And then you're going to work and continue as a slave forever. You're not having hope of liberation. So the coup plotters or the coup leaders in Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, they are doing what we are doing. That is what we want Biafrans to understand. So there has come to this conspiracy or this misunderstanding of Asare Dokubo being a Biafran. So they now see, oh, Asare is a Biafran, that when they see him in the pace of coming to fight them in Niger, that is a Biafran that is coming to fight. So we are making it very clear and public. We've made write-ups on Twitter, and we don't know the Twitter handles of the Niger Republic officials for us to have tagged them, the coup leaders, for them to understand what is happening. We are using this opportunity to play this video so that people will understand that Asare Dokubo had publicly made this announcement from the mantle of leadership of one Nigerian jihadist contraption, stating his ground that is fighting for the jihad and that is fighting on the side of one Nigeria to kill the people for jihad to be sustained. To this end is the reason why we have to play this video, so that anyone that is counting this peak here to be one of us should dissociate this peak amongst us, because it does not serve our purpose. It is only serving the purpose of the caliphate. So no Biafran should be killed in wherever the coup is ongoing, because we are friends to the coup leaders. Anyone that is fighting against one Nigeria for them to be destroyed, you are the best friend of Biafrans. And anyone that is fighting side by side with one Nigeria, you are the biggest enemies of the Biafran people. And this will continue. So let this video play so that you people will hear from the horse's mouth where he said he is fighting for one Nigeria and it has nothing to do with Biafra, because a lot of people are not abreast with the information. That is why the Department of Information, Media and Communications of Brgie is there to keep you abreast and to tell you what you don't know and bring the message to the floor.
Liars. I repeat, they are liars because I am a participant. I am a participant in this war. I fight on the side of the government of the Nigerian state, in Plateau, in Niger, in Anambra, in Imo, in Abia, and in Rivers State, and in Abuja. I repeat, they are liars because I am a participant. I am a participant in this war. I fight on the side of the government of the Nigerian state, in Plateau, in Niger, in Anambra, in Imo, in Abia, and in Rivers State, and in Abuja. Today you are traveling to Kaduna on this road. It's not. I repeat, they are liars because I am a participant. I am a participant in this war. I fight on the side of the government of the Nigerian state, in Plateau, in Niger, in Anambra, in Imo, in Abia, and in Rivers State, and in Abuja. Today you are traveling to Kaduna on this road. It's not the army that made it possible to travel for you to travel to Abuja or travel to Kaduna, vice versa. It is my men, employed by the government of the Nigerian state, stationed in Niger. Today you go to Baga, you go to Chiroro, you go to Wase. We have lost so many men, and we do not use, in all this engagement, we don't even have one person to Abuja or travel to Kaduna, vice versa. It is my men. Kaduna, vice versa. It is my men. Kaduna, vice versa. It is my men, employed by the government of the Nigerian state, stationed in Niger. Today you go to Baga, you go to Chiroro, you go to Wase. We have lost so many men, and we do not use, in all this engagement, we don't even have one.
Okay, the message has been delivered, and we don't need exposition for that. We just want our brothers in the Niger Republic, in Burkina Faso, in Mali, for them to understand who this man is working for, so that when they see his men, they will know how to deal with him, and they should not count him as a Biafran, because you cannot serve two masters. It's either you serve the devil or you serve Chukwokike. So he has chosen his path, and he has nothing to do with Biafra. Even if he had before, they say all things have passed away and all have become new. So his new life and his new way is to serve the enemies of Biafra, and he will go down for it. We are still looking for his head, and we will bring it to the fore. So, with that being said, tomorrow is our fundraising, and we are bringing this to the notice of the Biafran people. You are invited to the Biafran Republic Government in Exile fundraising. This is Biafran Gov fundraising. This is the first ever public Biafran Gov fundraising, which is headed by the cabinet of the Biafran Republic Government in Exile. And it is primarily for our Biafran Liberation Army, our ESN, and everything that we need for this movement to be viable and to continue to go in streamline. So I will love everyone in the studio to use one minute to say something about the importance of the fundraising of tomorrow. Starting with our Minister of the Military Department, His Academic Highness You have your 1 minute.
Yeah, brothers and sisters, Biafran people, we have seen that there are movements going on in Africa. It's called African Renaissance, but our own interest is the one of Biafra. Just as usual, everybody should contribute and appear tomorrow at the fundraising by donating through the website www.ipobinusa.org/donate. It is what the Israelites did. Italians did it, Americans did it during their own revolutionary time. What is the secret of a nation? Is the level of the people understanding and working in synergy to build a strong nation. Colonial masters did not want us to be a nation, but we have said no. That is the same thing that Niger Republic said. Burkina Faso said it. Mali said it. Even Algeria said it, including the Kenya. So why is it that we cannot understand the same mathematics? So support ESN. See you at tomorrow's fundraising. We have been doing it, and we are proud to be on the side of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is today being, carried along his organization by Mazi Simon Ekpa, the impeccable Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. So see you tomorrow at the fundraising. Ohe Biafra.
Biafra first. Thank you, our minister. We give the mic to Minister 247. You have the mic. Use your 1 minute on ESN, Biafran Liberation Army fundraising of tomorrow. Thank you.
Biafrans, thank you so much. We have spoken too much. We have made enough enlightenment. We've done anything we need to do. We've explained everything we need to explain. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said, at least if every Biafran can give $1 a month, on that 1 year we are free. We are good to go. Now we have every opportunity to go home. It depends on us. If we want to really go, we must work on our going. Freedom is only taken. Freedom can only be taken. It cannot be given. No matter, even God cannot give you freedom. You have to take it. When God said, this is your freedom, take, you have to act. You have to apply the force, the act of taking it from God. God walk, you should walk. We have to take our freedom. And we need money now. Freedom today, today. Kill everybody, fight everybody, thunder everybody. Money. The bullet is money. The gun is money. The fighter jets are money. The bombs are money. Niger going into war with the whole with Nigeria, it's just Nigeria, it's not there, because when you are saying ECOWAS, it's just like that any other person. Nobody is coming out. Only Nigeria, they are going out. Before they get to the gate of Niger, Niger will wipe them away because they are prepared. Are we prepared? Wake up, Biafrans. We need this fund. Thank you.
Thank you, 247, for making a sweep. Bam Bam Bam, are you there? Grab the mic, 1 minute.
Thank you, my minister. Fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, this fundraising tomorrow is one of its kind. And it might interest you to know that this is the inaugural, or the very first fundraising by the Biafran Republic government in exile that is, a mega one, the very, very first mega open fundraising by the Biafran Republic government in exile. As a government, we are gathering Biafrans together. And this is not like autopilot or IPOB fundraising. This is Biafra Republic government in exile. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we are forming a government. And here comes the government. And when the government is calling for a fundraising, it is calling the entire nation of Biafra. Mind you, This is a unique fundraising. The entire nation of Biafra, your attention is being called together. Makana Ugo Ebego na Mbabu this time. We need a national fundraising. If you see what is happening in Biafra land, you see the level of blackmail and the intensifying nature of their propaganda, you will understand that this fundraising should be a mega one. Now, they are trying to bring in all those cowards into our land that do not come in daytime to confront our armies. They come at night. They come at night and they creep into our neighborhoods to take advantage of the gullibles. And we need to be equipped to be able to fend them off. And if we will be able to fend them off as a nation, Biafra Republic, we need immense amount of armory. We need all the RPGs, the APGs, the AK-4s, and the 4.7s and 4.9s of this world. The best armories that man can afford, we need them in Biafra land. I'm telling you. If you see the number of armored tankers trooping into Biafra land, you will know that this is not a child's play. And Biafra Liberation Army need iron machines to fend them off. To be able to attend that, please, Umuchineke, come to this fundraising tomorrow. I'm telling you, you will understand it better by and by when the jungle gets very tough. And you don't want us to be, moping in the dark. You want us to be able to confront these armies of the enemy and send them out of Biafra land, or we'll send them into oblivion. Join us and let's make this a mega one. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We go to Choose Survival. Grab the mic, please.
Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, every one of you that is watching, I want you to know that it is our responsibility to defend Biafra. The restoration of Biafra falls on our shoulders, each and every one of us, you that is watching. It is our responsibility to restore Biafra. It is not enough to say, I want Biafra to come. Take this. It is not enough to shout Biafra. You must have to wake up and sponsor the restoration of Biafra. For Biafra to come, it needs funding. There are some instruments and equipment that is needed for Biafra to be a reality. Most of the time, some of you come on the comment section when we are broadcasting, you tell us that we should take action. Action, action, action. That action needs money. And today, the call have been made. As a government, you and I are the one that is going to sponsor the coming of Biafra. Biafra has no sponsorship from anywhere. It is you and I. We are the one that will sponsor our freedom, and we will get it. People have done it in the past. Other nations have done it in the past. They sponsored their own freedom, and they got it. The time has come. The call has been made. Wherever you are hiding, there are people who have been ordained for this mission. Inside you, as you're watching us now, your mind is telling you, go out there and do something. Your mind is telling you, go and do something, and you are denying it. For every blessing that Chukwokama have given you as a Biafran, there is a purpose. And if you fail to utilize that blessing for that reason that Chukwokama gave you that blessing, you are going to lose it. It is not a cause, it's a reality. There is a reason why Chukwokama kept you where he kept you. There's a reason why he blessed you. If you refuse to do that, for which reason he has given you that blessing, don't be surprised when you lose it. I pray that Biafrans will wake up and do the needful. The call has been made. Tomorrow is a loud call for us to answer our names. Come there and write your name in gold. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Wachineke. The Prince, are you there? 1 minute on ESN BLA fundraising. Are you there, the Prince? The Prince, are you there? Okay, the Prince may be far away or is in the other room. The first, you've just come in. We are on ESN fundraising and we're rounding up. 1 minute, touch the importance of this fundraising for Biafrans. Are you there, the first?
Loud and clear, loud and clear. I can hear you, my minister. Thank you all the ministers in the house. Bum, 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 and all the rest of our ministers. I thank you guys. You know, I've said this countless time now that, you know, we cannot send our men out there to go and confront these enemies empty-handed. You've seen the kind of armory that they're coming with. These people coming with tanks. They come in with jets. A few days ago, they were bombing Biafra land like it's nobody's business. And we also need to, we have to, if we sending our men out, we are not Fulani that goes out on suicide bombing, on suicide missions. No, we are Biafrans. If we're going to fight, it's going to be one Biafran to at least 1,000 Fulani. And that's how we're going to fight. So we have to make sure that our men are equipped. And how do we do that? By sponsoring them. We can't be saying, and I said this a lot of the times, we can't be saying, I love you, Prime Minister, every time that he's on the space or speaking, everybody want to call and tell him how he love him. But then you're setting him up to fail. Without finance, what do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna like make money magically appear like a Jimako makes letter appear from nowhere. No, he needs us to show him the love. Is when we call for fundraising, just like tomorrow, you come out and you do your best. And this time we have gone so far that we can never go back. And you have to give like never before. If you are giving $10 before, you have to max it out, because we are at the finishing line and we must do the needful. We don't want to set the government up to fail. If they don't have money to go and get us Biafra, we have taxed them to go and get Biafra. We have taxed the government. We have taxed the Prime Minister. We have taxed them to go and do what's necessary for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be released. For all the lovers of freedom that Nigeria government put in the prison, for all the only crime they committed is to shout for Biafra. We have taxed the government to go make sure that these people get their freedom. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gets their freedom, and Biafra comes. And we cannot just say, all right, go and do it, and then we don't just support them with something. We have to do our part. Do your part. It is Biafra first. Put Biafra first in whatever you're doing. Do your part and watch how the government gets us Biafra. Watch how Simon, God will use him to get us Biafra. Watch how God will use the government to get us Biafra. But we have to do our part. So tomorrow you are invited to come and do the needful. Thank you.
Please, permission to interject, because I want to, because this voice is very recognized, you know, in the Twitter. Our Americano, I don't know whether that's your name, Wara. So I've been hearing that name, which has been.
No, it's the first. It's the first. It's not Americano or Ipani, but it's the first.
Okay, that's good. So I'm supporting with the whooping sum of $50 on his speech, because he is the representative of the entire youth in Africa. Tomorrow is going to be delivered the fund.
Thank you, Machineke. Thank
you, Machineke. We've spoken so well, and we've been here for 2 hours and 40 minutes on top of the hour. We want to appreciate Biafrans for being with us and for your response to the Biafran mandate, and for not disappointing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in detention, and for making the entire world to understand what it means to be a Biafran, and for making the entire world to understand that there is a government in exile who is the only legitimate to the people of Biafra, for also making the whole world to understand that thousands and millions of people are dying and are in IDP camp in the entirety of one Nigeria. It is your message that speaks volume. It is your awareness and synergy, consistency, and focus and determination on Biafra that is making the difference. It is what you do, your stand on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra, that has passed the message to the entire people of Africa to understand that it is only Biafra, it is only a revolution, it is only an uprising, it is only rebelling against the criminals that you call leaders and politicians that will liberate the race in Africa. Thank you for not letting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down, even with all the ordeals that have come your ways. We see many criminals coming out from left, right, center with different utterances of MNK say this, MNK say that, but you guys have been so consistent and listening to us from Biafra land, not minding that radio is not installed in all parts of Biafra land, but you guys have acted in synergy and have acted like good students that have listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since 2012. I applaud you all, and I say Jisike in our own language, the language of heaven, which the criminals, colonialists have wanted to wipe off from the surface of the earth. It is only Biafra, and it is Biafra first. Now, Muhammad Andy of India fought with 70-something men. Fidel Castro also fought with 80-something men. It took few to make a difference. What am I saying? In the days of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in the days of Mazi Simon Ekpa, in the days of our own time, we have thousands of men standing in waiting. All they need is you to give them the tools, give them the guns and bullets for them to flush the enemies out of Biafra land. We have volunteered armies who are not being paid on a salary basis. But what they do is that they have decided to leave the comfort of their homes. They leave the warm embrace of their wives and girlfriends and husbands. They prefer to do what? To defend Biafra land in toto. That is why we must put everything that we have, logistically, financially, socially, prayerfully, religiously, and otherwise, bring all of them up. That is why we need this fund, because if we speak from now to tomorrow, all the grammar that we could ever hear from our colonialists, it wouldn't make any difference. You need the guns and bullets to destroy the enemies that come to Biafra land. And you have been seeing this course. It is no more time to be asking us of actions or discourse. If you want to see this course, come to Twitter. We post them there every day. You see 100/0, you see 50/0, you see 10/0, you see 20/0, and you see their dead bodies littered all over. They have become manures and they have become food to the vultures in the forest of Biafra. Like our leader said, we will lure you into Biafra land, your flanks will be opened up, and then by the time we finish dealing with you in Biafra land, when you go back to your places, the terrorists must have taken over your communities, and you will be left with no choice but to become a slave and sleep in the IDP camps. And that is how you see many of them ending up in the IDP camps. So we are calling on all Biafrans, if you don't want your family to be in IDP camps, bring your tithe and offering to the altar of Biafra. Forget about what your criminal political errand boys who carry Bible in one Nigeria are doing. In other countries, you have the real ones that preach the Bible. But in Nigeria, what they do is that they are all criminals, preaching and turning the Bible upside down. You pay tithes to them, they cannot secure you. You give them the offering, they use it to buy private jets, to buy more cars and armored vehicles to protect their family. When Suleiman was going in armored car, when he was attacked, it's only his family and the people that were inside the armored car that were saved. The other ones that were not in the armored car, they were all wasted. So you that have been paying tithe and offering to that church, what is your faith? When they are going for a crusade, they use police or army man who wields AK-47 to escort them to the pulpit to come and preach Bible for you. Why don't they believe in that Bible and then not to believe in the AK-47? Why do they need the AK-47 man to wield and protect them to the place? Because they are not being truthful to you. That is why it is Biafra first. That is why your security is more important than every deception of mankind. What we are saying is that you must fund your security, you must fund your army for us to be able to win and to defend and to restore Biafra. Money is very, very important, and we ask you all to keep up the faith. Do not miss it tomorrow, because it's going to be a very wonderful day. From us, from here, we want to say a very big thank you to all Biafrans. See you all tomorrow. And from all our guests in the studio, I salute you all, starting from our Minister of the Military Department, Adadorama, I salute you. The Prince, I salute you. Troop Survival, I salute you. Pastor Bam Bam Bam, I salute you. Battle Cry TV, I salute you. 247, I salute you. The Fez, I salute you. Ifeanyi Nwora, I salute you, that was here before. And all Biafrans on the comment section, those that are sharing and those that are hitting the like button, we salute you all. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. From us, from here, it is good evening.
That is why an organization as big as the World Igbo Congress could not make any iota of difference in our lives. As big as they are. With WIC here, why wouldn't they kind of come from the UK to come here to lobby your lawmakers? Why should I? You are the ones to do it and tell me what is happening here. That's right. What we ask you to you will not do. Ordinary $1. Do you know how much it costs to engage a lobbying firm in Washington, D.C.? I ask all of you, go and try and recruit one tomorrow. Can you quote? Ordinary $1 was a problem. $1 became a problem. Can't you afford $1? How come you can't do neighbor in a month? You can't afford $1?
Why not?
Because Fulani people are laughing at us. They are counting on that thing you have inside you, that destructive demonic spirit in to question and to argue everything. That's what they're counting on, to colonize and enslave us.
Always.
When they speak, they say, we know you can never be united. We know. Only $1 only. Is it going to kill you?
No, never.
No $1. You're not an IPOB. You don't contribute. Later you ask us, when is this Biafra coming, sir?
That's how they do.
It's not funny now. It's not funny.
Others came here and they got something, including very recently in Tanzania. Because some of these were the ones that will drive us away. They will say, oh, God brought you to bring Biafra. Biafra has now come, so you can go home and dance there. Let technocrats in America come run it. After all, I'm a manager with IBM or Google. Yeah. That's what you will say to us. And mark it down. This thing is going to happen. You will come from America to tell us that you are coming from a country in the world. You know how to do it. Yes. That we that suffered and died should get away and say it. Are you doubting me?
Yeah, no. That's what I want to hold us. I know them. We have the awareness.
Come and join us to make Biafra a possibility. Before it becomes the reality of our time.